In this last example, I will talk about finding the consumer's optimum commodity purchase in case of concave preferences. So here the indifference curve will be concave to the origin, and we will shortly see that the tangency condition fails in this case. To illustrate this case, let us suppose that the utility function is simply x1 square plus x2 square. So we know that the level sets of this function will be circles So for positive x1 and x2, the level set or the function will be concave. So thus we cannot find the marginal rate of substitution in this case and equate it to the price ratio, because if we do so, we will find a point here, the tangency point, which will give a lower utility, because if we go through this circle, utility will be higher at this point. So the tangency condition in fact provides a lower level of utility. So this condition cannot be utilized to find the consumer's equilibrium in this case. So what we do is we assume that the price of X is 10 as before, the price of second commodity is 20 as before, and the consumer's wealth is 1000 as before. So if the indifference curve is concave, it is sure that the consumer consumes only one of the commodity, either x1 or x2. Now we just calculate if the consumer spends all of his income on the first commodity only, that is x2 is 0, how much can he purchase? So this is W over P1, and he can purchase 100 units, and the utility of 100, 0 will be simply 100 square plus 0 square. So now he spends all of his income on the second commodity. He can purchase 1000 over P2, 20, which is 50, and utility of 0, 50 is simply 50 square. So we see that utility is higher when he consumes the first commodity only. Therefore, the equilibrium point of the consumer is 100, 0, and his optimal commodity purchases is x1, x2 is 100, 0. So we can look at the graph and make an intuition about this. In this graph, if he spends all his income on X commodity only, the utility will be 1000 square. So 1000 square, and for which the indifference curve will be this one. And if the consumer spends all his income on Why commodity only? The utility level will be equal to 50 square, which is 25, sorry, which is 2500 only. So we can just argue that if the consumer consumes X commodity only, if the consumer consumes X commodity only, he will be on a higher indifference curve. And now finally, let us look at the tangency condition also. Let us calculate, if we try the tangency condition, what will be the utility of the consumer. So let us try the tangency condition. So in this case, if we calculate the points through the tangency condition, marginal rate of substitution is simply 2x1 over 2y1 or x1 over y1. So by equating this to price ratio, we get x1 over x2, x2. So this is x1 over x2 is 10 over 20. So this is x2 is 2x1. So now we substitute this in the budget constraint, which is 10x1 plus 20, x2 is 1000. So this is 10x1 plus 20 times 2x1 is 1000, which gives us 50. So x1 is 20 and x2 is 40. x1 is 20 and x2 is 40. Now we'll go back to the graph and we plot another level set for this value, which is 20, 40. So 20, 40. So 20 square is 400 and 40 square is 1600. So this is 2000. Sorry, the utility in this case will be 20 square and 40 square. So which is 2000. This is the tangency point, which is 2040. So from this graph, it becomes clear that the tangency condition is in fact inferior to the consumption of a single commodity. So the consumer can get higher utility if he spends on commodity X2 only, and now he can even get higher utility by spending on the X1 commodity only. So the consumer's equilibrium point is X1, which is the corner solution and not the interior solution as given by the tangency condition. So in this case, we cannot use the tangency condition to find the consumer's equilibrium. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel for watching more videos in the future.